Welcome to another edition of Ginger the Plain. Today we'll be exploring Friday Harbor, located on San Juan Island. The San Juan Islands are located in the northwest corner of the United States in the state of Washington, just a few miles east of Vancouver Island, Canada, 80 miles north of Seattle, Washington, and less than 100 miles southwest of Vancouver, British Columbia. San Juan Island is the second largest and most populous of the San Juan Islands in northwestern Washington. It has a land area of 55 square miles and a population of 17,000 year-round residents. San Juan Island has two airports. Roach Harbor is a private airport located on the northwest side of the island, and the public airport located at Friday Harbor. It's a sunny, cool day today, about 40-45 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 to 8 degrees C, and a perfect day to explore Friday Harbor. We'll park Ginger in a great spot, we'll walk into town, I'll show you some of the shops and great restaurants, as well as a couple of places that I really enjoy while I'm in town.
Friday traffic, Cessna 12768 is turning final for 16 Friday Harbor.
Friday Harbor's runways 16 and 34 are 3,400 feet in length, generally flat and in wonderful condition. The preferred runway is 16 in calm conditions. Runway 16 also has visual glide slope indicators. Transient parking is provided on the east side of the airport. It's well signed and easy to get to. Pilots should bring their own tie-down ropes. There can be a fair amount of wind here on Friday Harbor, and it's recommended that you have your parking brake on, your wheels chalked, and your tie-downs in place before leaving the aircraft for an extended period of time. Noise abatement procedures are in effect here. Fly at or above the PAPI to maintain the highest altitude AGL, practical on final approach to landing. On departure, climb to 1,100 feet MSL before turning. Taxiing back in from landing on runway 16, you'll have the commercial terminal over on your left, and the transient parking is over to your right.
Friday Harbor traffic, Cessna 12768 is crossing over the threshold of 16 to transient parking. Friday Harbor.
Crossing over the runway 16 threshold, you'll see on the left signs that say trans. You follow those signs for the transient parking. Today, things are a little bit empty, but you'll notice on the right are the twin engine parking spaces, and on the left are the single engine spaces. It's encouraged that spaces are used by the appropriate sized aircraft. However, on a busy weekend day in the summer, it's not uncommon to see two single engine aircraft in a twin space, if that's the only space available. It is, after all, first come, first serve. On-field camping is available between Memorial Day weekend and Labor Day weekend. It's a great place to be and a fun way to see the island. You could pitch your tent right there next to your airplane. Go into town and rent a bike or bring a fold-up bicycle and explore till your heart's content. There is a small fee to park overnight, but man, to have that access to Friday Harbor and San Juan Island, perfect. The Pilot's Welcome Center is located at the northeast corner of the airfield, right next to the transient parking. To enter the building, you simply use the first four numbers of the CTAF. Posted on the outside are the daily rates for parking, and a convenient fee station is nearby that you can drop your check or money into. Inside the pilot's lounge, you'll find a generous table, a passport stamp, and of course, a bathroom. And best of all, this is open 24 hours a day. Stepping outside the airport through the gate, and you're immediately at Mullis Street. First thing you'll encounter is the San Juan Food Co-op and the San Juan Bakery. And you know I like my bakeries, so I will be going there on my way out. A short walk north along Mullis Street takes you to the big intersection of Spring Street. You'll know you're there when you see Friday Harbor Espresso on your right. Spring Street's the main road in town and takes you down to the harbor. Along the way, you'll pass the San Juan Islands Museum of Art, and you'll see some quirky stuff on the street as well. Check out Cousin Vinny's New York Style Pizza Cafe in this little strip mall. And now you're coming up on the big intersection of Spring Street and Argyle Ave. At this point, you could take a right and go out to the American Camp and all the way out to the southern tip of the island at Cattle Point. My two favorite small little places to go to are across the street. The Mystical Mermaid and the Sweet Retreat and Espresso. I'll tell you what, if you're going down Spring Street and you don't stop there, you're missing something. And there's always great first-run movies and tasty popcorn at the Palace Theater. Whether fishing for your own food or looking for provisions for your campsite, even some great gifts to take home to the family, you can find pretty much everything you need on Spring Street. This far along on Spring Street, you're starting to get into some really neat shops and great places to eat. And as soon as you hit First Street, you are absolutely in the heart of the Harbor District. The Caskandschooner Public House and Restaurant has a commanding presence on the corner of Front Street and Spring Street, right next to Memorial Park. Inside, you'll find views over the water and amazing food. Downriggers is by far my favorite restaurant in Friday Harbor. They have sweeping harbor views, great American cuisine, and I especially love their crab and shrimp. If you're looking for a great meal and a great view, this would be the place to check out. Friday Harbor boat rentals and the Sequest kayak tours leave from this end of the harbor. If you're looking for a day out on the water, this might just be for you. The first of one of my favorite places in Friday Harbor is right up these stairs in Memorial Park. There's a bench there that overlooks the harbor, and it is absolutely stunning what you can see from there. Thank you, Red Putnam and your family, for this great seat. Take a break from all your exploring and just watch the world go by. This is such a great spot here. You can grab an ice cream from the local creamery. You can watch the ferries come in and the people come off, and just generally see the world go by from your own private little spot. I love this bench. After you've had a small break to recharge your batteries, it's time to get moving again, and the first place to go to would be the great shops along the ferry terminal. Across the street is the Salty Fox Coffee House. That's a great place to grab one of your favorite brews. Next door, the Friday Crab House is another great place to eat with views overlooking the harbor. After looking through some of the real estate available here on the island, stop by and have a seat next to Edward Warbass, the founder of Friday Harbor and another of my favorite places here on the island. Well, like that, it's time to head back. Always too short of a visit here on Friday Harbor. But before we leave, I'm going to make sure I stop by the San Juan Bakery. If you've seen any of the Ginger the Plain pilot reviews in the past, you know I love my bakeries, especially bakeries that are located close to the airport. The San Juan Bakery is an absolute must visit. Inside you'll find lots of great pastries and cakes. They have pizza to go, and generally they are just some of the nicest people you'll meet. This is always my favorite place to go before I leave Friday Harbor. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you on the next pilot review.